my name is JamieStimpson and welcome to my channel. This channel is going to coincide with my blog that I have up at JamieStimpson.org. What I do here is I answer a lot of questions and kind of go over what I've written about. So these next few posts that I will be posting are about being an empath and traits that empaths have. This is a 6-part series. I'm trying to keep them pretty short so that they're not daunting and they take hours to watch. I filmed my first video and I noticed that I had a chunk of light that just kind of kept moving across my face. Sorry about that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this second part. We're going to go ahead and start with trait number 10, which is an addictive personality. The reason that empaths have a tendency to fall to addiction is because we're often left with so many different emotions that are going on inside of us. Emotions that are our emotions, emotions from our childhood that we haven't had a chance to work through yet, and then all of the emotions of the world. Emotions of your spouse, emotions of your children, emotions of random people that you just met, or just different things that our bodies have absorbed through our chakras and through our energy fields and our aura, because we are empaths, and that's what we are meant to do, is to feel the energy of the world and to feel the energy of everyone around us. And so oftentimes empaths fall into addiction because they don't know how to cope with their emotions. They don't know how to cope with their emotions. They don't know how to handle all of the stress that they're feeling. They don't understand why they're tired and run down, and so they're looking for an escape. They're looking for a reason to withdraw from reality, to suppress the emotions that they're feeling, and addiction becomes very prevalent in a lot of empaths. Trait number 11 is, or that was trait number 11. Sorry, it wasn't number 10. Okay, so that was actually trait number 11. I think I said it was trait number 10 to begin with, but obviously we did 1 through 10 in the first part of this series. So now we're starting on 11 and going forward. So we are on trait number 12, which is a lot of empaths are drawn to healing and holistic work. And the reason for that is, I believe, now I want y'all, disclaimer, all of these traits and all this information that I'm giving you, for some of you it's not going to be accurate, some of you it's not going to be right. What I'm finding with this is, how do I say it? This is information that I've taken in and that has helped me. Everybody's different. We don't all wear the same shoes. We have different ways of coping. We have different ways of understanding. And so some of these things might not resonate with you the way they resonate with me. And what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and I'm sharing with y'all what works for me. And hopefully you guys can draw from my experiences and the things that are helping me become a more successful person, a more successful empath. And so back to number 12, the healing and holistic remedies. And I believe that this is because we're always searching for why. We have a deep need for knowledge and a deep love for understanding how things work and understanding ourselves. And I believe that with our intuition that we have as empaths, we're drawn to a more natural approach to life, something that resonates deeper within us. And a lot of, I think also including this healing and holistic lifestyle, I think a lot of people are drawn to a spiritual path or even a religious path. I think that we have a deep need for understanding that there's something bigger than us, that we're a part of something greater, and for me, that's why I know I'm drawn to a more holistic, spiritual, and healing path, is because I like to know why things are the way they are, and I feel more connected with myself and my inner being and the universe when I'm on a healing and holistic path. So that's number 12. Number 13 is creative. Be creative. Empaths are often very creative. They write a lot, or they're very dramatic. They like to act. They like to paint. They like to draw. They like to color. They have a very deep need to express themselves through a creative outlet. For me, my creative outlet is I like to make videos. I'm a content creator is what I call myself. I like to do things with my hands. I like to doodle, I like to color, I like to draw, I like to paint. I love to write. Writing is a big thing for me, but those are my creative outlets, and I find that a lot of empaths need a creative outlet. It helps us to decompress and to rejuvenate, and it brings us into a higher vibrational frequency. It allows us to expel negative energy, and we are able to be present and one with what we're doing, which is a great thing for empaths. Okay, number 14 is the love of nature and animals. And for empaths, nature is huge. Just to be outside, to take your shoes off to walk around on the grass or be out on the sand barefoot really allows us to ground ourselves, to become one with the universe, and to really like settle back into our own skin and our own reality. And nature is huge. It's good just to be out there in that fresh air and to breathe in that wonderful chi, and it helps us reconnect with ourselves. It allows us to decompress. It relaxes our mind, and it brings up our vibration, which is huge. Also, animals. Animals have this tendency to do that too. If an animal is hurt, sick, or weak, we can feel that because we're empaths. I say that a lot. But we have this innate ability to sense animals, and they have an ability to sense us too. I feel like if you are empathic or you are an empath, animals love you. They're drawn to you because they can feel your deep love for things. And Duke is the greatest dog. I love him so much, and he really does help me bring up my vibration to a higher frequency, which is great. He allows me just to be one and be in the moment. And I believe that if you're a cat lover, a dog lover, or whatever kind of animal lover, you should try to have an animal in your life, because nothing is better than a hug from unconditional love when you need it the most. Number 15 is the need for solitude. This is so important to empaths, and the reason why we need solitude and time alone is because we have to recharge our batteries. And we are often plagued with different energy coming at us from different angles and walks of life, and having all of this energy around us all the time, whether we're working in jobs that, you know, put a lot of pressure on us, or there's a lot of negative energy from coworkers and bosses, and we just maybe not like our job and different things like that. We're constantly taking on energy, and if you're not in a high vibrational frequency, you're going to take in a lot of energy that's not healthy. And that is one reason why taking time out for yourself and having some time of solitude is truly important for empaths, because this allows us to decompress. It allows us to release, to come back into our own emotions, to come back into our own being. It allows us to release energy from other people, because we are able to reboot. Basically, we're able to come back into our own energy and just kind of dispel everything that we've had on us throughout the day. Number 16, gets bored or distracted easily. I am so good at this. It drives me nuts. Actually, a lot of the time I'll be writing a blog, and sometimes it'll take me all day because I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading, a lot of listening to podcasts, reading books. You know, when I go to write something, I want to make sure that I'm not just putting out something just to put something out. I take pride in my work, and I love what I do, and so I really try to do a really good job at it. But when I'm at 4,500 words or whatever, I have a tendency to get distracted, and sometimes it takes me a lot longer to do something than it needs to. Or another big thing is for me with getting bored is if I'm in a position at work or at a job and I find that I'm not using a lot of my brain, or it's not actively engaging me, that I get bored with that job quickly, and I have a tendency to change jobs a lot. And another thing is we rent right now. We're hopefully going to build a home in 2 years, but I have a tendency to be like, I get tired of being in one house for too long. And so I like to move a lot, and I like to move all over the world. All over the country. I've lived in Texas and Idaho and Utah and Texas and Utah a bunch of different times, and I do have a tendency to get bored with where I'm at in my life, and I feel like I need to move and to keep going, And I think that's just because the energy around me gets stagnant, and I at the time I hadn't figured out how to, you know, go through my house and resage it and salt and get all the chi moving freely again. And now that I've really learned how to do this, I find that being in one place and staying in one position is a lot easier than it was before I knew what I needed to be doing to help myself. Number 17 is finds it impossible to do things that they don't enjoy. Now, I don't care who you are. I think this goes for everybody, whether you're empathic or not. Nobody wants to do anything that they don't enjoy. And one thing my dad always said to me was, if it's not fun, don't do it. Now, we all know there's things that you have to do in order to get through life, even that we don't like, to get to where we want to be in the future, whether it's saving money or whatnot. But I think for empaths, if there's not a drive there for us to want to do it, if we don't see an end result and it's something we don't like, 90% of the time we won't do it. It's just, I think it's human nature too for everybody. Nobody wants to do something that they don't like to do. Okay, number 18, strives for truth. This goes hand in hand with being able to read people that are dishonest. I know that and rooting for the underdog too, really. I know on my journey, striving for truth in all things has been very, very important to me. I feel like there's a deep passion there for a need to set the record straight, or I believe that empaths do strive for truth and honesty, and I believe that that is because we want to see people become their best. We see people in a different light. We see their potential and we know what they can become. And so when somebody's being dishonest or whatnot, we work really hard to strive for truth, to bring them out of where they're at up to where we know that they deserve to be, or where we know we deserve to be with them. I think that's really important. Number 19 is always looking for answers and knowledge. And I think that this is true too. It can be true for everybody. I know me as an empath, it's really true for me. I've been labeled a lifetime learner, and I think that that's just because we sense, we have that intuition and sense that there's something out there that's bigger than us, whether you're atheist or Christian, or if you're not religious or you're just spiritual. I think as empaths we realize that, you know, there's something out there that is more than us, and we seek that knowledge. I believe wholeheartedly that knowledge doesn't end with education. Knowledge is something that needs to continue throughout your life, and I feel that it really helps us become molded into the person that we strive to be. And as an empath, I have a need and a want to help people become better too. I want to help people find their greatest potential, to become who they truly desire to be, and I want to be there to help people. And I feel like through knowledge and answers and bettering myself, I have the ability to do that for people, or to help them through my journey by sharing what I've learned and the knowledge that I have. Number 20, likes adventure and travel. I think this is really, really huge for empaths. Whether you're introverted or extroverted, drive this need for travel, a need for adventure. We like to experience new things where we're able to feel energy and to bring that into us, and to feel the resonance of places and people. And I think it's important to, you know, to step out of our comfort zone and to really feel different cultures, and to go experience different places all over the world, and to be able to feel the energy of the people there. And it sounds really, really scary, but I promise you, once you are able to step into your power and you're able to keep your vibration a lot higher, and you can feel the good of the world, and you can feel the hustle and the bustle of the streets of Rome or wherever you want to travel, it's just a great experience. And I think the need for adventure and the need for travel goes hand in hand with the need for knowledge and answers. And we like to explore new things, and we want to be more creative, and so we like to be free and have that outlet to do the things that we love, that make us become the best people that we can be. And there you go. There is traits 11 through 20. We just went through all of them. We went through them really, really quick. I'm super excited to get these series up. I'm breaking them up, and some of you might like that, some of you might not. I just don't want the videos to be super long. Well, I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, or you can hashtag FeBellaJade Talks, and I will be reviewing questions there. You can leave me questions on Instagram or Facebook. I have my JamieStimpson Facebook page, my FeBellaJade Facebook page. I have a JamieStimpson Instagram where you can follow me on my daily life with my kids. And then I have a motivational one, which is my FeBellaJade. And I will also be leaving all the links in the description box below of everything that I just mentioned. So come be a big part of my family, and we will learn and grow together. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!